risk and behavioral scientist. Shweta Chakraborty is here now to weigh in on this issue and share how this can possibly impact our local communities. You say it's already impacting in a big way, not only our community, but communities across the country.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So what we know is that the Affordable Clean Energy Rule that Trump has put forward is somewhat sounds like Obama's Clean Power Plan, but the two couldn't be more different. So Obama's plan was trying to reduce carbon emissions by 32% by 2030, and Trump's plan at best will not stop that from happening, but at worst will really slow that down. And the reason that's so dangerous is because we know from a recent report from the proceedings of the National Academies that we are already locked into impacts on climate change. There's processes like ice that's melting that's resulting in faster ice that's melting. And so we really can't delay. We can't slow down the actions that we're taking. And so what the report has called the path that we're on is going towards this hot house earth effect, and that doesn't sound great. And that should actually be the name of Trump's plan. The plan that he's put forward is truly negligible. It is asinine.
Okay, he talks a lot about coal and bringing coal jobs back. Is that realistic, first of all?
So honestly, there's places that are really making an effort towards clean coal, and they're investing a lot into technology and innovation to try and reduce coal emissions and make the power plants fully renewable. It's not that it's not possible. The issue is really whether or not that is the best allocation of our resources. Again, it's limited time. We need to take action that is sensible, it's smart, and it really focuses on the innovations and technologies that will ensure we don't reach this hot house earth future. And so to put our attention and resources into coal, I mean, there's some benefit. It could result in coming up with technology because the world is still, half the world consumes coal primarily, and it's low-grade coal. So North Dakota, for example, which is primarily lignite coal, that type of coal, if we can come up with technological solutions that really then can be globally scaled and help carbon capture worldwide, excellent. I mean, that's going to be helpful, but I don't think that's what the point of Trump's plan was at all.
Right, and that is something that possibly is way in the future. I mean, it's going to take time to develop that.
Exactly.
And work.
And in the meantime, what's happening is that you have these coal fire plants that are still producing their pollution. And then that is for states like, for areas like DC, where we're in right now, you have these Midwestern states like Ohio and West Virginia, and we're downwind from them. And so when you get this smog then that develops and comes downwind, and that is then coupled with congested area, and we know DC traffic. I mean, I just experienced it. And so when you have that combination of coal fire plants and then fuel that is being produced from cars, another rollback that just happened this month was freezing fuel efficiency standards for vehicles. That combination creates that smog. And so we're really at the mercy, because of these new EPA rollbacks, of what our neighboring states' decisions are going to be around their emissions.
Okay, isn't part of the problem in getting people's attention to focus in on this, and even to believe that it's happening, is the fact that nothing catastrophic is happening? It's happening, but it's all very low key. It's not something that is immediately impacting us.
Sure, and that's something that scientists struggle with on a regular basis, is really trying to make it immediate and relevant to those who might not have had or have been fortunate enough not to experience any impacts yet. But you just have to look to the west to see what's happening with wildfires. You just have to look to the East Coast, our neighbors, just to see what's happening in terms of the impacts of sea level rise and extreme storms. And we're getting into hurricane season, and Maryland, for example, is vulnerable to impacts of hurricanes. And so there's a Naval Academy also in Maryland that is potentially going to be affected by flooding and the combination of storm surges and flooding. And so the impacts are right at our footsteps. And so we really need to not close our eyes to things when we can really actively and proactively prepare against them.
Serious warning. Thank you so much for being with us. Got a book coming out soon?
I do. Please stay tuned.
Okay, we will. We'll be back with more in just a minute.
It's the Labor Day